Good afternoon. For my English for Translation 5's second theoretical exam, I'll be recording myself summarizing and reviewing the book I read this semester, which is The Sibley Guide to Bird Life Behavior, illustrated by David Allen Sibley and edited by Chris Elphick and John B. Downing Jr. This book from the 2000, which has 600 pages, has obviously an introduction and two parts, consisting on the world of birds, and the second giving information about bird species that are frequently seen or native to North America. The intro claims this book's aim is to be a comprehensible guide to the ornithological field to common readers with zero knowledge but great curiosity. Then it explains the bird names and classification, in which different authorities use their own classification schemes. This book uses the American Ornithological Union's checklist of North American birds, the 7th edition, and the AOU's 42nd supplement as standards for naming birds and describing their taxonomy, as well as a world checklist of birds by Bert L. Monroe Jr. and Charles G. Sibley, Birds of the World, a checklist by James Clements. And it clarifies that any disagreements over classification or future changes will be discussed in the taxonomy section of each family. This book strives to be precise, so it will only study all North American birds and the quote-unquote accidentals that occurred at least 10 times within the previous 25 years from 2000. It also deals with the conservation of endangered species by providing an overview for each family. Finally, the acknowledgements in which the authors thank the people and their family for making this book possible. Part 1 explains first the anatomy, which is the form and function of flight or swimming in birds, as well as wing structure, type of feathers, molds, and 3 types of plumages: juvenile, basic, and alternate, how they use their feet and bills, digestive system, circulatory system, thermoregulation, metabolism, senses, vocal apparatus, and the manifestation of their intelligence. Then comes history, which includes the theories of the origin of birds, backed by archaeological discoveries, genetics, classification, which is involved with genetics. You see, scientists classify birds in species by using phynetic or phylogenetical methods, or both, or DNA hybridization by measuring genetical similarity between two subjects to tell them apart. When we talk about genetics, the word evolution comes to mind, and so Charles Darwin's work, which shaped the way modern scientists study bird behavior, like daily and seasonal activity patterns, feeding, migration, dispersal, communication, displays, production and breeding styles. Then come the habitat and distribution, which is the range of a species, or the geographical area in which a species can be found. Here it's noteworthy how birds specialize even in one habitat type or climate. Third is populations and conservation, which are influenced by habitat quantity or quality, or therefore the loss of them. Interspecific competition, predation, diseases, weather, fire, bodies of waters, exotic species introduced by humans, pollution, and climate change. And that's why tracking populations through regular censuses is important for researchers. And fourth and last one is protecting North American birds, as there are local, national, and international laws like the Migratory Bird Treaty, as well as conventions, acts, international cooperation ventures, and conservation plans. Then part 2, bird families of North America, plus appendices like the glossary I mentioned, author's biography, species checklist, and an index which contains maps. Here, there can be as little information as to cover one page about a certain family, like with jacanas and accenters, or as big as to cover 20 pages, like in the case of ducks, geese, and swans. And there is always a small section in each family, that's what they have in common, which is called Worldwide Family Features, which covers size, number of species in one, number of genera in North America, breeding behavior, feeding, survival rate in the first year or overall, and the oldest record. With that, I conclude my summary of this book. Thank you.